Yo, what up? This is Ricky within the Loop, North County. I'm here with Victor Banuelos, and we have a guest here, Mr. Chris Williams. Chris is from Escondido, born in 1972, vintage, just like me. I'll see. No one saying nothing. Oh, there it is. Mm-hmm. There it is.
Got a bunch of rust and everything. Rusty bolts, old ball tires.
Newspapers and payphones. Chris is a marketing consultant. So, Chris is a marketing consultant. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Nice. Well, Chris, welcome to the podcast in the Loop, North County. So what we do a little bit is we talk about anything and everything, and really don't talk much about any good subjects or anything. We just have fun.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah. So, Chris, I met you years ago. I can't even remember what year. And
we go back to 2009, buddy.
2009?
2010 or so.
Oh, yeah?
It was through Art Cleal's groups or something.
Oh, yeah.
Networking groups.
Networking groups in town. Man, I was like a networking whore back then.
So was that, I mean...
I counted one time. The day I decided to just 110% back off, I was done. I counted 9 different groups I was involved with every week. And so that was like taking my mornings, my afternoons, my lunches, and I burned myself out, bro. Like literally just burned myself. And one day I just like stopped everything. I'm just like, dude, I came back into the office here. I was always running back and forth, like going to a meeting, coming over here, going to a meeting, going to here, just like trying. And then I came in here and just stopped everything. And boom, my business went up even higher because I didn't realize that I was neglecting the business to be involved, in things, so there's a big balance in that, and I made a mistake by taking on, too many 9 groups. So people that are listening out there's probably not a lot of people that know what networking groups are. If you're not in business, go ahead, explain, Chris, what a networking group is.
It's the opportunity to get together with other business professionals and build that relationship. It's not about cold selling each other. It's not about just doing the handshake and hopefully following up with somebody that's not really qualified to be your lead or your client. But it's about business relationships, getting to know the people that are out there that are asking for that qualified referral. You want to work with people that it's a qualified customer. You know what I mean? You don't want to work with just anyone or everyone. So networking helps you build through that. It helps you fine-tune your leadership skills. It helps you develop your personality and getting to know people without selling all the time, because sometimes you're selling people that you really don't want as a client, and that's not networking actually.
And it's not necessarily that you're looking for a customer. You're looking for people to help you funnel some leads, through the relationship. I think the biggest key to networking is relationships, getting to know each other versus, hi, my name is Victor from Central Car Repair. We do this and that, Yeah,
you want to become referable. You want to become that voice in the town and where people are thinking of you, top of mind awareness, and that's what networking does for you.
Mm-hmm. And so we met in 2009. How long had you already started networking?
My first business was in 2006. I left corporate America. I was a business coach for real estate and the real estate industry, and I was a very entrepreneurial position. I got to travel the country and meet amazing people, and I left that to start my own passion, which was restaurant marketing. Mm-hmm. At the time. So I started a restaurant marketing company, but of course 06 to 09, it was just a hard time.
Oh yeah, you're right there in the crash.
And then 09 is when I went out there and started networking, just started these mastermind groups, and then from there it turned into a big networking organization, and now I'm doing stand-up comedy. I don't know where my life has been.
I gotta poke some fun. So, we've been networking with all kinds of real estate agents, and we see them all the time. So isn't it funny how every day is the right time to buy? Like they're like, the economy crashed. This is the time to buy right now.
This is the time to start.
Stock market is high. This is the time to. I'm like, oh man. And then another thing that kind of like gets on my nerves that, you know, a real estate agent will go out there and post on social media, hey, we just sold this house for a customer and we saved him $50,000, you know, under cost. And then the next post is, we just ripped off this customer, this other seller. We ripped them off, and you know, we undersold it, you know, or took money from them, or you know, vice versa. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, they're posting that they saved 50,000, and then over here they're saying they oversold it. That's the key word, oversold it. You know, hey, we got 50,000 over cost. I'm like, dude, well, which one do you do? Do you rip off, you know, the other side, but you save money on this side? It's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird for me when they post those. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, can't you just be a good real estate agent that, you know, does fair stuff? You know, I don't know. That's just me. What did you see out there?
It's just a tough market. I mean, real estate has always been tough. It's been up and down. When it is good, you know, real estate agents like to socially show off their abilities to sell. You know, like, hey, we've helped this client save money on their house, and then some other realtors kind of brag about their accolades, you know, their trophies and their commissions, or, you know, hey, sold 3 houses this year or this month, and, you know, so it's just kind of like it's a very big numbers game. It's also can be a image. They have an image.
Yeah, they like want to do red carpets for themselves. You know? Yeah, I mean, they want to give themselves awards. It's kind of like a weird... We should do that in the auto industry. Oh. Like, just start throwing big parties for all the local shops and have a red carpet and says, hey, you got a master tech and you got this, and, you know, you get this award and stuff like that, and we're all dressed in suits, and, you know, it says shop of the year to this person, you know. And,
sponsored by O'Reilly, Napa.
Yeah.
Yeah, real estate agents, they're their own brand, though. So they're their own image, and it's all about that person that you're seeing, and they want those awards. They want that recognition. You know, it's the social credibility that brings them the right clients to work with.
And that's because they have brokers, they have this, and they have that.
A lot of them are on teams, some of them have their own broker. It's a big game out there.
Yeah. But does the public even pay attention to that? Like, they want it, but as normal people, I see them because they're on my social media, because I follow them, you know, for networking and all reasons. But does the normal person, like, dude, that guy like got a diamond, a plaque. I'm gonna use him. You know what I mean? Like, he's number one. And like, do they really think that? Like,
no, it's all about the referral. It's everybody knows a realtor, and it's about that person you know. I'm like, hey, I'm looking to sell my house. Who do you know? And it's the first person that comes to mind. Everybody says, oh, I have a realtor I can refer you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that realtor is trying to build their own network, trying to build their own audience and get their own referrals going. So networking is huge for them.
So you're saying that their postings is more just to stay relevant and be in front of their customer.
Wow.
Social proof.
What do you think the biggest tool is? What do you recommend when you do networking groups? Like, what's the biggest tool for a business? Real estate, automotive. What is the
biggest tool?
Yeah,
it's all about not just like an online tool. I mean, like
just anything. Like in business. Like, if I were to come to your networking group and I want to know, you know, how do I build up my business? What?
That's a big question, man. That's it just depends on the type of business you have. A lot of it has to do with lead generation, lead capture, automation. Are you following up? I mean, the biggest thing is follow up, and is it a qualified person to follow up with? Mm-hmm. Sometimes if a person doesn't want to work with you, or you don't want to work with them, they might know they have a whole nother network of people that they could introduce you to. It's about lining yourself with those right referral partners.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys call it? A power team, or, you know?
Yeah, every networking group has their own different terms of their own, what do you call it? The terms of definition, I guess, or meaning. Mm-hmm. But there's power groups, there's referral groups, there's
power groups within the same group, which is
power partners.
Power partners. That's what it is. That's the key word. So it was always like a mortgage person, the loan person,
the home industry,
the real estate, and then insurance, and they were always teaming up like really hardcore.
And the contractors would, and the health people would, and
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. What was fun for you networking industry? Because I know they would have like Christmas parties.
Just
and stuff
meeting the people.
Yeah. You're a social guy, hanging out, talking.
Meeting different people of all over the different industries. I've learned so much from the business professionals I did meet when I was networking. Before COVID, it was really, really big. And I was in about 8 to 9 meetings a week. I ran about 20 referral chapters myself, and just meeting the right people. And
you blew up though. I mean, I think I remember you started like 1 or 2, and then before you know it, you had what, 20?
I had 20.
Oh dang!
Yeah, almost 500 members.
So what was the farthest?
It's East County. We were out in East County, then we stretched up to Temecula.
Okay.
But I was getting pretty thinned out, so I had to bring on some right leaders, and I learned a lot. And
management.
Everybody that came through the groups, I just learned something from. So everybody brought their own personality, their own character, their own traits.
That's strong. How long did that take you to build from 1 to 20?
8 years.
8 years?
Yeah. Probably about 5 years, to be honest with you, and about through the last 3 years, it was just more of letting it run itself. I didn't really have to do much. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot. That had to be a lot of hard work.
Yeah, but it was worth it. It was worth the people that I know still today, have helped me out, and both personally and professionally, they've helped me out.
So what would you guys meet up at? Like restaurants?
Yeah, restaurants. Some people opened up their offices.
What was the best restaurant out of all the 20 groups?
Denny's, man. They have
Denny's. Get him out. Get him out.
No way. There's some really good restaurants that are out there. I can't remember all of them, but yeah, my lunch bills were pretty hefty. I was always eating. I had a breakfast meeting, then I go to a lunch meeting. I'm like, wait, I just ate, but the food's so good here. And that's my passion is food. I'm always on the search for that good. Who has the best fast food bacon? What I mean?
Oh, fast food bacon.
So who has the fast food bacon then?
In my opinion,
McDonald's.
No, God, no. There's a secret to all that stuff, but I would say Wendy's. I think Wendy's has the best fast food bacon. Wow. Five Guys, they got a good bacon if you like paying $15 for a good burger. But
this is a fast food guy, huh?
It's damn. Well, I mean, I've been all over San Diego. I'm more of a taco guy.
Nice.
Pizza, burgers. I just love food.
What's your favorite taco shop in Escondido?
In Escondido, oh wow. There's Crowd Taco Lounge. Of course, that's very Americanized. It's like the white people taco shop.
With the pickled onions and stuff on it?
Oh yeah, they do. They do like a jicama tortilla, where you can get all these different concoctions. It's really good.
A guacamole tortilla.
Center City and Grand Avenue, right there.
Pass.
Right.
Sayalitas is pretty good.
What?
Sayalitas.
Where's that at?
Did I say it right? For a white boy?
I never heard it. I don't know what that.
Yeah, they're off Nordal.
Nordal.
Yeah, they got good tacos. And then.
Thank you.
But you can't beat the Brigantine fish taco. I mean, that's a different. It's like Round Table pizza is different than any other pizza, so you can't really say Round Table's the best pizza because it's its own category.
Right.
The fish taco, the Brigantine, it's its own category in a fish taco.
Brigantine, that's the name of the restaurant?
Yeah, the Brigantine. Come on now.
Don't look at me, bro. I'm Temecula.
I'm Mexican.
What kind of fish do they use for the tacos?
Oh, it's beer battered. It's huge. It's
Cod?
It's
like, is that a Spanish word? Brigantine? Brigantine?
The Brigantine.
El Brigantine taco shop?
That sounds Puerto Rican.
No, it's actually a restaurant. It's actually nice seafood, steaks, but they have like
so
the best fish taco.
It's Americanized then.
Oh yeah, it's totally white people.
Where's that located at? I need a martini with my fish taco.
Yes, you could do that, man.
Oh,
you can do that. Get a handshake and martini. Straight up.
Double olives.
That's like a romantic date with your daughter, with your wife, daughter, with your wife
it's
taking
a nice
her out.
Place to take your family.
I like dirty places. Like I want to see the rats like walking by.
The C-grade restaurants.
I want to watch my cooks not wash their hands.
Well, I'm not going to point those places out. I don't think they appreciate.
I'll tell you because they're good.
But But then we have some good spots in Escondido. We have Latinos markets right next to Swami's. They have great tacos, little meat market.
Yeah, I've been there.
I've been there. Delicious. One of the best carne asada breakfast burritos I've had.
Oh yeah.
Kennedy's Steaks.
He's like not mentioning one real Mexican place too.
Not
That's
yet.
like 5,
I'm
6 of
I'm
them.
waiting.
I'm waiting.
It's
You want me
coming.
to say Oscars? What?
They're not in Escondido though.
I know that's.
No,
that's
I want you to
straight.
say TJ Tacos.
Right?
Okay, Frida's
Frida's.
Frida's
Frida's.
Tacos in Escondido. That's a bomb place.
Yeah, that's good.
It's probably one of the better places.
We just got one down the street here.
But
Frida's, yeah.
oh yeah.
Bomb.
Yeah, I saw it.
Mm.
We were there the other day. It's good.
Yeah.
Los Panchos is our go-to. Me and my
I
wife.
like Los
Good
Panchos.
train.
Yeah, so that place is legit. Like for
Yeah.
me, when it's for a sit-down romantic.
Yeah.
Hold on. You
An
took
old
me there one time.
an old Shakey's building probably, and
It was a
Yeah.
train. It took a boost or something, isn't it?
no, this is Los Panchos, I think too. I think it's the same one, but they have a sit-down.
Oh, an
more.
actual restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They have a sit-down here too, but it's not as romantic.
See, I like in Carlsbad, they have what the hell is it called? I was just telling you about it.
the
Casa de Vendini.
uh,
That don't sound
Have you
Mexican
been
at
there?
all.
Have you been to that one?
Once.
That place is
Yeah,
bomb.
they had
You like it?
They had a networking group going out of there. They always there just for the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I would go in there now for the first time after being to Victor's house, I would think I was walking into Victor's house.
Oh, okay.
The aesthetics of that place is so much like Victor's house. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I got a Spanish style.
Yeah,
type
Spanish
of-
style
Yeah, I've
tiles
been
and all
there.
that.
I've been
And
there
make
once.
tortillas.
Mhm.
Or tortillas. Not tortillas. Tortillas.
Tortillas,
Tortillas.
tortillas.
It is.
Yeah, that place is good. They have really good beans there. I don't know why.
Their mole is good. My wife gets the mole all the time.
Mhm.
It's bomb. I'm like mole, but I just take some hers.
Meanwhile, Chris over here was talking about Taco Bell and
Taco Bell. Did you hear Taco Bell? They're replacing all the seats in the restaurants with toilets. Yeah.
Wow.
I saw that picture.
You could just
all right.
when you eat, you shit right away.
They got Pepto Bismol on tap, huh?
There you go, on tap right
On
there.
tap, little shots of Pepto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
You
that.
don't even have to go up and get the restroom. You just do it all right there.
Wow.
Courtesy flush.
What was it? 2 years ago, they won Mexican Restaurant of the Year or something
That's
like that.
crazy.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this one.
Yeah, they won the nationwide award.
What?
Yeah.
Only
yeah.
because
That's crazy.
they probably bought it.
Yeah.
A lot of these places buy
I'll
their
talk
own
about it for a
awards.
year if you say.
And that's what's funny. They're talking about that. So we're talking about real estate and all that stuff. People don't realize that places can buy their own rewards, and it's not. It's a legitimate reward. It's not like I'm buying something on Amazon. Like you literally join this company somehow, and then before you know it, they're like, "Oh, you won this award," and they're like, "To collect your award,
You paid just $250.
$250, and we'll send you
Not joke.
this plaque and everything." And it's all like fake and smoking mirrors and all that stuff.
And they put you on their website, and they'll put a little thing. You can get a little emblem or logo or something that you can put on your website. So you buy this little package that says you won all this shit for $250. This is yours.
What is it going to cost you?
Yeah,
Yeah. And that's the
You
whole-
put a little
that's the whole
you can
gimmick.
Put a little plaque up on their wall.
And then every year you do it, and all of a sudden you're like, from 2009 to 22, it's like, dude, this guy's like has all the awards, for every year for best customer service. So that's what people don't realize. You go into a place like this, a shop, like that's why I took everything down. I had a friend one time tell me, Carlos Landeros, he's a barber, and he was just like, a lot of people on barber shops put this and that and newspapers clippings that they did and did for the community and award this, and he's all, I just focus on what I am good at. I don't need a plaque to tell my customers how good I am. I just need to show with my work. And when he told me that, that's why my whole office is bare now. I took off all my certifications, all the special licensings, and I had awards back then, and it was the same thing. I was buying these awards,
You went through it, so you did it.
I did it myself.
You're a great customer. You're a
It
qualified customer.
it looked good. It looked good.
Who has $250? You're a great customer for them. Wow.
Even some of our vendors will give us awards, but they give all their customers awards, But anyways, I just took them all down and I threw them away. Even the legit ones, the real ones that I was getting awards for, I just took them down and just put everything bare. And it's like, you know, my work's gonna speaks for itself versus people getting.
You need the Yelp reviews and the Facebook reviews.
Yeah,
the real social stuff.
Yeah,
that's what you need.
Yeah.
Someone coming in and seeing a trophy, it doesn't make me want to whip out my credit card. It's
right.
like, oh, they're expensive.
Oh yeah, I never thought of that too. Yeah. Oh, look at all these awards. They must have got it somehow. You know,
sure, their egos
through the price.
Mm-hmm. Then you feel bad writing them a 4-star review. I mean, is there such a thing? It's 3-star review. There's either 1 or 5, right? It's kind of like, don't send me to a place that's mediocre.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but they do that. People just, I don't know. It's weird. A lot of people, like our reviews they're all pretty consistent across the board about our customer service, the way the above and beyond, the extra, the bells and whistles that we offer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just how we talk to the
customer. Funny that somebody would actually take the time out of their day to write a 3-star review. It's like, hey, honey, you want to go to eat at It's Just Okay Cafe?
It's not a bad name.
Oh, you mean like a 3-star being normal, good, and they're happy about it? Or
yeah,
what are you saying?
1-star would be like, hey, everybody be careful. This place ripped me off. They did a bad job. 5 stars like, everybody go here. They're great. They're family friendly. They work with me. They fixed my car, blah, blah, blah. 3 stars like, yeah, I went in there and it's okay. It was, you know, they didn't have warm water. They had cold. Water was too cold. I couldn't figure out the bathroom. The lock wasn't locking on the bathroom. Therefore, other 3 stars. That's what they write about.
Yeah.
It smelled in there when I walked in because it smelled like tacos.
They think they're Gordon what is that guy?
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. They think they're him. They're like, oh my gosh, the plate didn't look. Yeah, you know, like the photo.
The 3 stars, they'll find something. The temperature was too hot. It was during the summer. I started sweating while I waited for Victor to finish his tacos. You know. But that's what 3 stars are about. It sucks. I'm like, why do you do that? Mm. Rave or let us know there's something wrong. And actually, it sucks when people actually do a 1-star. They're just afraid to confront.
And all the 3 stars are anonymous. Right.
You know, I don't know.
That's true.
The 1-star, I can't trust them. Even the 1-stars, because what if that restaurant's having that bad day and they're the bomb? They're good. You know what I mean? Or it was a snobby person that came in and it had expectations of a sit-down place. No, you're at a taco shop, buddy, you know? Yeah, nobody's going to speak English here, you know?
Well, I find an issue with the restaurants that do a soft launch. They'll do like a pre-launch, like, hey, we're brand new. Come in and allow us to make mistakes. And people write reviews. I'm like, this is their first day. Don't write a review yet. Let them get 2 weeks under their belt. You know, let them fix out the things. Write down on comment cards like, "Hey, my beans are cold," or "Hey, my tacos weren't crispy," or whatever.
Yeah, because that'll kill it before it starts.
Yeah, but don't go online and say that stuff. Not until they're established. I mean, that's what's bummer about being out there in the public.
Or you get the vloggers out there like our biggest nemesis here is people coming. Oh, I saw on YouTube that it only takes 5 minutes to replace a transmission. Oh, that's because you missed the rest of the work between the 1st minute and the 5th minute. The whole 4 hours that it took to drop it.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Why are you charging so much? I was like, oh, well, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this is In the Loop. Centric Auto Repair is our sponsor. If you need anything from little oil changes to major repairs, we got you here. So, Chris, so you're into comedy.
Love it, man. It's been a turnaround for me.
Turnaround. So when did that happen? Like when did you decide like, hey, I want to be a comedian?
Yeah, my whole life I always daydreamt of like being on stage or just making people laugh. I love bringing people together. Number one, I love making people laugh, feeling like I gave them a good time. And getting into comedy, it was always about, when I first started, it was about the jokes. It was like, oh, did you like that joke? Did you like that joke? Did you like the content? Did you like it? But a lot of people were like, I wasn't even listening. I just had a good time. Just focus on me having a good time. So that's what I worry about now. I don't give a shit about what I'm talking about. Because I'm like, hey, remember that dog joke I did? You're like, I just remember having a good time.
So you don't have bits? You don't do bits? You just go?
No, I got bits. I got jokes. And sometimes some of my material is like different every show. I do a lot of hosting. I produce shows and I host a lot. So every time I'm in front of an audience, it's either the same audience so I got to change my jokes constantly. So
I've done
my material is just like, what happened today?
Yeah.
You know, what can I make light out of today?
I've done 2 open mics.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so
it's
much
fun. It's fun. My favorite
Especially
place
get those
is...
hecklers in the front. You just get to roast them. That's the best part.
Yeah. At
Jerry
open
Garcia.
mics, that's where I do it. But a real show, I back off from hecklers. I just tell them to shut the fuck up. Just like, hey, here's the mic if you want to come up here and do it. Please, we have no heckling.
Is that why you grabbed that guy by the neck that one day I was there?
Holy smokes.
He's I don't mess around.
That'll teach
That
you.
wasn't his neck, man.
That's crazy. So comedy, you've always liked it. You always
Yeah.
thought about it. But when did you actually?
It was probably about 2000. Well, I did a networking group. I don't know if you remember. I was out in Sereno Valley. There was a co-op workspace we did. So that was my first comedy show. We did it part of the networking event, and it ended up being like an improv thing, kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyways?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, I was the host, and then I introduced the whole thing, and they pulled me up on stage. And that was my first addiction to comedy. I'm like, man, I could do this. This is so fun, making everybody laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And the next year, I actually put myself as a headliner and I had no comedy experience. This is like in 2013. And I was in front of the same people again. They came back and brought their wives, and everybody was there, and there was a big room. And it was, I wanted to die. I was like, this is the worst night of my life. I had nobody. It was bad jokes. I was stealing jokes. I was like, oh, I'm never doing comedy again. I'm never doing comedy again. And then, of course, 1 year later, we go to Vin's. You know, remember Vin's, Grand Avenue? They had that back room, and people were all talking, da-da-da. And someone goes, he does comedy, by the way. He should do a show here. And that's when it started. And that's when I said, okay, I got to get good. It was just for my birthday. First 2 years was just for my birthday show. A couple friends did comedy with me.
How many drinks in
And then,
did you start?
it got pretty stupid. And then 1 year I got sick. I was in the hospital for 15 days, and all these people were writing me, hey, comedian, get back on your feet. Let's do it again. Come on, comic, don't quit. You're funny. Come on, mister, round two. Let's do it. And that's when I was like, I got to do this. But I was not into it. I was down and out. Just looking at life differently. And I was like, man, I almost died, you know. And these people just kind of encouraged me to get back out there and try it one more time. So I did one more time. We did a fundraiser for dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a really great headliner, a real comedian. And she just
Was it a rough
rocked the room.
crowd?
No, it was the best show I ever did. And then after that, they go, you need to go to open mic. You need to really, I'm like, what's an open mic? Like, I never heard of it. I'm like, I thought that was only for comedians or in LA, or I didn't know it was at a club or something. So then I got into open mics and I just learned a lot. Some of my friends were producing their shows for the first time, put me on stage, just bombed the hell out of everything. And just, I had to learn the hard way, you know, just go out there and not laugh and not hear laughs. And I got told one time, that was the worst show ever, Chris.
Oh, wow.
And now, but, you know, just going through all that, you have to get through those pain points.
So
and,
look this guy up. The guys, everybody that's listening, the worst comedian in North County, Chris Williams.
Well, that was 8 years ago. And now it's just, I love just making people laugh. My material's different all the time. I talk about grandpas and my girlfriend. Sometimes I got some jokes that she allows me to say.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any ex-wife jokes?
I used to.
Oh,
I
yeah?
was told to calm it down because my friends were like,
You were getting angry after a couple drinks.
we either don't know whether to laugh or just feel bad for you. How bad was your marriage? I
Yeah,
was like,
fuck that bitch.
no.
What the hell? What's going on?
I never
Chris?
said that out loud.
That's the inside
But I
joke.
did have some jokes that were some good ones. That were,
No, I had a chance to listen to you. We were at some brewery and we're having
yeah, Jacked Up Brewery back in the day.
Jacked Up Brewery. I don't
that
know
was
how I
during
ended up
COVID.
there, and then I heard you were gonna come on, so we stayed longer. And this is honest truth, like God honest truth. Like everybody that got up, I was just kind of and then Chris got on there, and I was like, okay, finally a funny guy.
Oh, thanks.
You know what I mean? And I think you were probably the headliner or the last guy, but it was awesome. It was. I mean, to be the last guy after everybody else that showed up was like, don't give the dates because then the comedians are gonna find out it was them.
Yeah. No, but it was comedy during COVID is what actually put me on the map. I just started producing shows at wineries and local breweries, and things were getting paid for shows, and all of a sudden COVID came along and just wiped everything out. And Jacked Up Brewery, unfortunately, they moved to Arizona, but they're not there. They're not there right now.
What?
Yeah. But long story short, they built an outside stage for us, and then people would pull up in their trucks and cars and stay. Every Sunday we started doing shows from 4 p.m. to midnight.
Holy smokes!
So 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. was open mic, and then 8 p.m. to about 11 we had like regular comics doing their bits, and we had headliners coming from Vegas and people flying down from San Francisco, staying with their family, and it was probably one of the funnest times of my life. Was that
Jacked Up Brewery had a cabaret license.
Yeah,
I was trying to get them to use it full force. Like, dude, let's get dancers and have like a club type thing.
Yeah.
And they were always at it with the city.
It was weird too because they said that's lifted, we can go back inside. And the first time we went in the show, the city came by and they said, "You guys got to come back outside. It's not ready yet." So, so we had to keep doing comedy like through the winter and
in the
rain. It didn't matter.
Tent.
Comedians showed up. We all had a great time.
So, who's anybody name-worthy you've worked with or had done a show with?
A lot of the comedians from San Diego, LA, they're big names to us. Like, we know a lot of them go on tour, a lot of them headline their own shows. They get paid really well. I don't really want to mention any names yet, but I've seen some people start at the very beginning of their first open mic, and now they're traveling with, they're opening for Adam Carolla.
Yeah. I know there's a big comedian that's out of San Diego too. Gary Owens is from out here.
Yeah.
He was stationed out here at the naval base.
Yeah.
And he got into it. I love him. He's funny as hell.
A lot of comedians have moved on to Houston or Austin, out in Texas, because Joe Rogan stuff's out there, or it's really popular out there.
Kill Tony is out there, right?
Yeah, and then but everybody has been working really hard at their craft and learning comedy, how it's crafted. It's definitely an art.
Right, no, for sure it is.
And I respect it. I respect it like musicians,
Absolutely.
It's like, and that's why you get up there, you get the crowd going. It's one of the hardest things to do is keep that crowd entertained and focused on what you're really talking about.
Especially if you follow a really good comedian.
Yeah, and the comedians sometimes use the stage as the platform to speak their mind or speak their opinion or just make things funny as hell. Because life is too short to take it serious every day.
For real.
And there's so many things we can just turn around and laugh at. Like, my jokes go too dark sometimes. I'm like, oh, I went too far. But it always ends up with the grave somehow. It's like, oh, let's kill that one or something. But
so,
like driving for Lyft one time, I was just like, yeah, I love driving for Lyft. All these extra errands I could do. I could make extra money just by going to the store. I made an extra $38 the other day. On my way to my father's funeral, and nobody complained that I was driving a hearse. And people are getting out of my car and, well, don't you stiff me. People are like, how's business? It's been dead. But
people are dying to get over it.
People are dying to get in my car. But anyway, little stupid stuff.
Yeah,
I got a yoga dog. I know this because I tell him to get off the couch. He goes, namaste. So, people, as long as they're laughing, that's all that matters to me.
Yes, sir.
After a couple drinks, anybody will laugh.
Dumb jokes, yeah. It's true. This is why we do it at wineries. And I do a show on the first Friday of each month up in Vista.
Oh, shout it out.
Grafted Wine Cellars.
There it is.
So 7 o'clock. $20. It comes with a glass of wine. It's a nice little room, about 35 people.
Can I pay 10 and get a beer? Keep going.
Bring your own beer, yeah.
Just drink it in the parking lot.
Just slip me the
It'll
tent.
be in a hydro
Just
flask.
slip me the tent, man.
Don't mind the hydro flask.
Yeah.
What,
Can I bring in a bong? That's what he's going to ask. Can I just bring my reefer?
It's like the band members when they go to like a club or something, they have their own like cooler on the side right here. You're
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm Chris's roadie. I'm taking him.
I take it you don't like wine.
So where was this spot? Where was this spot again? This winery?
It's called Grafted Wine Cellars. It's in Vista off La Mirada. So Sycamore and La Mirada. Right past Tom's number 13.
Okay. I know.
It's like Fast and the Furious. Tom's like Fast and the Furious.
I wonder why they do that. Like Tom's 13, Tom's 1, Tom's 2.
To show you how it's an accolade. It's like, this is our 50th store. They want you to know how many stores they have. So. And on their papers, it says Tom's number 47 or whatever. So that's
this is the first Tom. Centric Auto Repair 1.
Like there's
That's it.
the very first Del Taco, the original Del Taco's in Barstow.
All right.
Yeah, we've gone there just because they say their tacos are better. They are. They give you a shit ton more food or like meat and cheese in the tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Bomb. And then you go to one down the street and it's like Del Taco 627 and they're skimpy as shit. I'm like, what happened?
Do you guys remember what Del Taco was before?
Yeah, Noggles.
Noggles, yeah. They had that chili cheese
Yes.
burrito. Oh, man.
The enchiritos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Chili cheese burrito,
Oh,
that cheese, they
yeah,
put
I
the
know
red
about
sauce
that,
in
dude.
it. And then they grilled it.
Oh, yeah.
They grilled the burrito and it got all crunchy and it was stupid.
Noggles was dope. They had bean cups.
Yeah, it was
Gives you a
amazing.
bean with the beans and then like a red sauce with cheese melted. Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, that's what my mom ate the night that she went into labor with my brother.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that.
She's like, I feel like Noggles. I was like, let's go. So my dad took us to Noggles and she got a bean cup and an enchilito. I was kind of a fat kid, so
wait.
yeah.
Contractions
She
gone.
didn't want to eat the enchilito. She ate the bean cup and she's like, I was like, Mom, you good? She's like, yeah. I was like, you want to eat your enchilito? I'm all, no, you don't, huh? And I fucking ate it. Kind of an hour later, she's like, okay, we gotta go.
What's your name? The baby?
Yeah, Mr.
She
Dell.
did Noggle. No. His name was Noggle Dell. No, named him Antonio.
Antonio.
But yeah, I don't know. Somewhere around the line. One
So,
time for bean cup.
Chris, tell me where are the spots? Where are the comedian spots or houses or what do they call
Oh
them?
yeah, no, you can see a lot of the great comedians. They got a lot of friends out there just tearing it up. They're just hilarious people.
But
And
venues in
a lot
North
of them.
venues in North County.
Yeah, North County. We got obviously there's Grand Comedy Club. They used to be on Grand, but now they're moving to the mall.
So now they're gonna change it to the mall.
Yeah,
The Mall Comedy Club.
They're going to be the mall. No, they're moving where California Pizza Kitchen used to be. But they're gonna. I heard they're gonna do karaoke and trivia night.
Karaoke.
Yeah, so
There you go. They got to do a lot for that rent
yeah.
if they're in the mall.
But no, Adam's done a great job, and it's a great club. You gotta check him out. There's one of my favorite places in San Diego is Mic Drop. That used to be the Comedy Palace, but it's called Mic Drop now. It's in Claremont Mesa. It's right by AM/PM.
That's not San
there's
Diego.
a Denny's.
Is Claremont San Diego?
Expose strip clubs right there.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
We'll
is
go
that-
check that out.
Between sets, they're right there with the stripper.
Yeah, American Comedy Company is in the Gas Lamp. That's one of my favorite rooms. It's like downstairs. It's like a speakeasy under.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
downstairs, it's one of the coolest clubs. There's Madhouse, and then of course, obviously, the staple La Jolla Comedy Store.
Oh, yeah, I heard of that.
You're always going to have a good show there.
What about here in North County? Any little spots that
The little places are like the winery places, the little pub places down in Oceanside. There's
Is there like a Facebook dedicated for like North County pop-ups or comedy places?
Yeah. San Diego comedy shows. I think you can join publicly. Some of them's just open micers. You know, so everybody that moves here looks for an open mic that's doing comedy. So some
And
places.
you post a lot of like flyers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
stuff
for my
that's
own
going on.
shows. Yeah.
If you guys want to know what's going on, look up Chris Williams' Facebook, right?
Yeah, and Instagram it's WWC Comedy Chris. Yeah.
Comedy Chris.
And WWC stands for We Want Clean Comedy. Or We Want Coochie Comedy.
There
Doesn't
you go.
matter.
Take the ladder.
We want Coke comedy.
Yeah. It's actually, we're going to be changing it though. It's going to be called C-Dub Comedy pretty soon. So
C-Dub? What's it?
C-Dub.
C-
That's
C-Dub.
my karaoke and stage name. Chris W.
Oh, okay.
C-Dub, short for C-Dub.
Yo,
So-
what up, C-Dub?
Yep.
C-Dub in the house.
C-Dub.
Oh,
So I'm changing everything to that. It's branding. It's about branding. It's about the imagery. So
very cool.
yeah, WWC had a different name to it back in the day when we first started, and it just kind of stuck. People kept saying, "Hey, when's WWC coming back?" And some people had a hard time remembering it. What the what's that stand for?
Carry concealed weapon? Is that what you said? What's going on?
So you went to Orange Glen High School. That's
Orange
Escondido.
Glen, class of '90, baby.
Nice,
No,
nice.
no.
See, this dude's my age. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm proud of that
Youngsters
year.
over
It
there.
was one of my favorite times in life, man. It was
The 90s are the 90s, dude.
Yeah, I love
there was
it.
nothing like it.
nothing like it.
Kids nowadays would not have been able to handle our time.
Gas was 89 cents.
Yes. I remember I used to walk to the liquor store and buy my dad cigarettes. It was like $1.50 a pack of Marlboro Reds.
Yep.
And I used to just go with the note. I was freaking 16 years old. She's like, "Mijo, go get me some cigarettes." I was like, I'm a kid. He's like, no, write me a letter.
And sign it.
Yeah, he'd sign it and put his phone, put the house number, because we didn't have cell phones, just the house number. And call my dad. You're good. By the time, about 2 months in, I have to take shit. They're like, hey, how many do you want? Give me a whole carton.
Remember talking about Taco Bell right there on East Valley Parkway?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Well, East Valley Parkway, it's still there from high school.
What is it?
Taco Bell. Have you heard of them? They have bean burritos.
Oh, yeah.
Burritos
By the high school, yeah.
But Orange Glen, it's right by Orange Glen. But anyways, I was talking about Taco Bell. But right next to it used to be a movie theater called the Carousel. And it was called Tightwad Tuesday. So for $2, you can see a double feature, and every snack, soda, everything was $2. So
We had $1 movies.
What was the name?
$5 you eat at Taco Bell, $10 you got movie theater. It was the best night of the life.
Oh, did that turn into the dollar movie?
Yeah, that was the Vineyard. That turned into
yeah.
The Vineyard was like ghetto.
You'd go in there.
You'll be watching a movie and the screen would split. And it would just show up on the break.
Hey, you sit on the chair and you wait. You get up and it stick to you. You're
walking down the. They open the back door. The light comes in the whole theater.
Hell yeah.
And 10 people would come in through the back door. You can't pay $1. They sneak into the dollar.
They sneak through the exit emergency.
They couldn't put it all together between all of them.
Oh man, you sat in gum all the time.
How about skating rink? Jerry used to do the skating rink back in the day.
Oh yeah, ups and downs, roller rink. Yeah.
Salt and Pepper. They used to play Salt and Pepper. JJ.
Rick Astley. Together
Forever. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Those were the
So
days.
did you play football or something in high school? Or
No, I didn't make it. I was always hurt during the summer. I played for Palomar, but I didn't last very long because I got my ass kicked. I played defensive end, free safety, tried out for quarterback.
How the hell you go from defensive end to free safety?
I was lanky. I was really fast. I knew how to read the quarterback. I didn't make it on quarterback. I was able to throw a ball 50 yards as long as nobody was chasing me.
the guy was on the left side, but you made it 50 yards that way?
You were like Patrick Mahomes this weekend. Getting
3 flies up. Thank God he
3 flies up.
Oh, 3 flies up. That was fun.
Yeah.
So what was the most memorable of high school for you?
Oh man, just my buddies, driving. I had a car. I had a Honda Civic 76 hatchback.
76? Is that like
stick shift?
Okay, that's the round one, huh?
No, it was the station wagon.
The CVCC, the Honda CVCC. It was a Civic.
What color was it? Gray?
It was yellow.
Yellow. I knew it. They were yellow.
Oh man.
Yeah, those were popping then.
And
do all your high school buddies remember you?
We used to just drive around and chase each other at midnight, and it was fun times. Yeah.
Or the Ford Courier. I used to drive my dad's little white Ford Courier.
Okay.
Post around on that. Oh my God, we had so much.
And all your friends remember you. Remember that yellow car?
Yeah. I was very popular back then. Anybody in high school with a car was popular.
Yeah, you were popping.
Yeah.
For sure.
Played Def Leppard. I played Metallica. Played all that
good stuff.
Warrant.
Rock that then. Cherry pie. Yes, sir.
What did you have, the A-track?
No.
It's not that old. It's not that old. It's cassette tape.
I had the fast forward button that would, it would stop on the next song. It'd read the blank. And it'd pop out.
Yes.
Then I
remember we used to get the little wads on the end of the things to dub over the.
Yeah.
Get tired of a tape. Put little paper wads on the ends on the tabs. So you can re-record over it.
And it was all your dad's old tapes.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Yeah, I had the Ghetto Blaster too. That had the 2 little recording mics and then the dual cassette recorder. So I used to pretend I was a radio DJ. I'd be like, okay, coming up next, we have...
Have the detachable speakers. You can kind of move them out. Yes.
And then I played it in my car. And then CDs came out, dude. Oh my God, it was over.
Yeah, sure was. Used to have fucking albums like this fucking big, just of CD after CD.
Yeah.
Remember going to the warehouse? Did they have a warehouse in Escondido?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The warehouse.
And I don't know, that was fun. It was just you didn't even have to go with friends. You just go in, hang out for hours, and listen to all these different tapes and see what you wanted to buy.
Yeah, they had listened. Sam Goody.
We used to go to Tower Records. Because I used to DJ. We used to go get vinyl at Tower Records. Oh my, that was so much fun.
Yeah, Sam Goody. Remember that?
Yep, sure do.
That was expensive though. Sam Goody was like $20 for the new Pearl Jam album. I'm like, I don't think so. Went to the warehouse, got it for $14.99.
Yeah. Remember the TV guys? They used to have that little insert where you used to be able to pick fucking like 10 different tapes for like $1.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, they had your recording. It's called Recording Studios
Yes.
of America or something like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got to pick your songs, and then they recorded the tape for
Yeah.
you.
That was so much. Oh, man.
Yeah, and then they're like $10 is $1 a song. Yeah, you're right. I remember that.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Good
back
times,
in the
man.
days.
You brought back some memories.
And now's the day you could just walk. Those days you could just walk down the street and not have to worry about shit. You can walk anywhere you wanted
Leave the
to.
door unlocked.
You remember? I mean, walking down the street. Do you remember everywhere with video stores, like movies,
Blockbuster.
But the movie, the not Blockbuster, but the one over there on Valley Parkway. There was a video
Hollywood
store.
Video. It was called Hollywood Video.
But before that, it was different else. But yeah, Hollywood Video. Before it was like in every neighborhood, you can go to every neighborhood, just a little mom and pop video store.
Oh yeah, they used to have, and then they used to have a bead curtain, so you can go by the
Oh,
bead
yeah.
curtain was the adult
Chris
section.
was always in there.
Oh, I never went.
Like click, 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 click. Just kind of look in.
See, I was a
bit.
good boy back then. I never went behind those.
I did. I damn sure did.
You would look at the cashier and then run in as soon as you stop.
Like, hey, we'll talk to him. I'll be like, just go dip in there real quick. Like, yeah, gotta do what you can. It's easy.
Yeah, they had that one at I don't know if it's called Hollywood, but that they had that little bead curtain there.
The mom and pop ones were popping.
Mm-hmm. We would always go rent Faces of Death.
Oh yeah,
Remember
I
that
remember
one? We would
those.
go grab those and scare ourselves, and then couldn't sleep that night.
They showed those on HBO.
yeah, they sure did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
I
crazy.
remember that one lady waving in the ocean. She was like, "Oh, just came in."
They used to show that
What
guy that
got her
got
down?
decapitated.
What was it?
She was in the middle of a lake or something. She was waving hi to everybody back on shore, and this boat just, just
Oh
ran,
wow!
took her down.
They show the decapitations. That guy that got decapitated by a helicopter.
Ugh.
That was gross.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was like before its time.
I didn't know.
Now you
I was-
can now
I
you can
was
find
ready to just,
you can find all that stuff on the internet now, like
Yeah, I just
Well, the narrator
drug
was all
dealers
depressed,
chopping
too.
heads off.
Remember the narrator? He's all, "This is when it happened, July 8th,
Mhm.
1989.
Yeah, he sounded evil.
the 90s were
Bobby
fun.
went to the party, and all he wanted to do was hang out with his friends.
Yeah.
And his friends threw the keg on his head, and he couldn't catch it.
Oh,
Yeah, those were
Bobby
good
died
times,
that
man.
night from a keg injury. I was like, this is the most... They could have used laugh or something. Like, look at this idiot trying to catch a keg. They could have made it funny.
Yeah. The drive-ins.
Yeah.
Driving all the time.
Driving-
The drive-ins when they had the fucking big-ass speakers. You
Yeah.
used to put on your window.
See, like the lady getting hit by the boat? Ooh, that's going to leave a mark.
You have a splitting headache in the morning.
Advil. It's for you. They could do an Advil commercial right there. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Networking. True networking.
Yeah, they took our theaters here, and I think they made like in Oceanside like a water park or something. Something. I hardly go over there in that area, but that theater's gone. And obviously, Escondido's theaters is that swap meet.
Yeah.
You know.
All our drive-ins down there in Victorville, they all turned into...
Did you ever go to the swap meet in Escondido, the theater, when it was a theater?
The drive-in, yeah.
Yeah, the drive-in.
Oh, yeah.
The
Drive-in was the shit. I loved it. We opened up the hatchback in the Honda and just
Jump
kicked
in.
it.
I wonder how they couldn't convert it into something like to make it powerful. You know what I mean? Like,
The sound sucked. No matter what you do, you couldn't beat the sound. Didn't they have it started getting wireless where you can turn it on your radio?
Your radio,
You can
that's how
choose-
they are. That's where they're at now.
Yeah.
then you could
Boy,
just
I'm behind.
then you would be able to park. I remember we had an RV. My dad parked that too, so we could sleep. And I was on the top section, and then he put the radio on, and I'd watch the movie.
Mm.
It was easy.
Love it, man.
Yours is plugged in.
Fun times.
Mm.
90s were fun. It was a
90s or 80s?
80s, 90s, the whole time. After high school and 90s, it was fun.
Did you go to that club there, the all age club, when you were living in Escondido? It was
Oh, a distillery.
Distillery.
Yeah.
Distillery East? Distillery?
Yeah, distillery.
Mhm.
I think it was just called distillery. I don't know if it's called East or West or what.
Did you go? Well, those, if
Then
you
there
were,
was the Metaphor, but that was just a coffee cafe. That's where they played it was like an acoustic house where the people can play unplugged music and listen to coffee.
Mhm.
I mean, drink coffee and listen to music. Where's my mind?
Yeah, the metaphor. And I think they changed that to like a burger joint. And
It's changed over so many times now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that used to be the place where everybody went during high school, and then the distillery was the big place. Oh, Whiskey Jacks or Flat Whiskey Jacks or something like that. Whiskey Flats.
What was that?
That was behind Del Taco, where it's at now.
Del Taco's everywhere, people.
Yeah, Del Taco and In-N-Out. And that hotel area used to be the Whiskey Flats.
And what was that? Like, what was it?
It was just a bar.
Yeah.
It was a bar with a big stage where bands came and performed, and people came and listened, and it was a bar with a big stage. That's all it was.
Dude,
Nice.
what about Pick and Save? You remember Pick and Save?
Mm-hmm. Big
70s?
lots, yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, they had everything there.
Bring those things
And then
back.
it turned into junk. Everything was junk after.
Price Club.
Gemco?
Gemco.
Gemco, yes.
I worked at Gemco.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was a cart runner.
Yeah. And then the blue stamps, used to collect blue stamps and go and redeem them.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Victor with my nana used to get them. She was so excited. She's like, we got to go to San Bernardino because that was the closest dispensary place for that. So we went. She bought herself a sewing machine.
Mm.
It was like a whole ass family trip all the way to San Bernardino for her to cash in her blue
That's
stamps.
When I first moved to Escondido, I came from San Diego, and you guys were big on Miller's Outpost.
Oh, my
yes.
God.
North County?
Miller's Outpost.
Miller's
Like,
Outpost.
you guys were like wearing jeans, and those jeans would like bleed onto your underwear, and your skin was all blue. It's like, what the hell? Like, what?
Yeah.
I tried them, and then I got all like blue and everything. I was like, what are these guys wearing?
That's funny. They sold overalls, all that stuff, dude.
Mhm.
That's
That
a
place
good
was
spot to get
that
your
place.
501s, right?
But then there came the Gap. So watch out.
Oh no, Miller's turned into Anchor Blue.
Anchor Blue?
Anchor Blue, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, but Miller's Outpost was a place to go.
I didn't know. I don't think they sold 501s.
Miller's?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sold Levi's.
Oh, Mervin's. That's where you got your 501.
Oh, Mervin's.
I used to get
Mervin's.
mine at Miller's. Miller's Outpost used to sell 501s.
I used to work at Mervin's for a couple weeks.
Yeah, man.
Couple weeks.
My first job in high school was Del Taco, buddy.
Mine too.
Yeah, Del Taco. I lasted 3 months, and they started accusing me of stealing $20 at the end of each shift.
Oh, shit.
man.
Hey, I needed the money, man.
They used to
I
give
was
me
just I was gonna pay it back.
yeah.
the food. I got fat. I probably worked there. I think in the summer I gained down 40 pounds.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you get to have a lunch meal. I'm like, say less. I'm making my own shit.
Yeah.
Burritos were just. I had a macho
50%
combo
off.
burrito before they were macho combo burritos. They were just
Mhm.
big. I was a big guy, played ball, so I ate. It's like I can't do this, man. I can't breathe.
I never stopped eating in high school.
Oh,
I can't imagine kids nowadays. Oh my god.
they just Uber Eats.
I don't have any.
They
Yeah.
Uber Eat it right to the school. They're not going nowhere.
I don't have any kids, thank God.
Oh, you don't?
No, I
Want
made
some of
it.
mine?
I made it. I made it.
I got kids, grandkids. How what you want?
No way. I'm living the dream plan B now. Man. This is the best life I've lived so far.
Good for you.
Yeah. Smarter, man. Smarter. Just ready for the next phase. We do a lot of traveling.
That's fun.
But comedy for me, it's just a side hobby. It's a side gig. I love doing it just to bring people together and
What's the farthest you've gone
support
to
small
do comedy?
business. So, my niece lives out in Denver, so I've done just a couple side gigs out there, and then Phoenix. There's some
Phoenix.
little bars out there. My friends, they live in Surprise, so we all went to Phoenix, and they got me up on a stage, and it was fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, and sometimes you think you're gonna rock it, and you get up there and you just freeze. You're just like, what was I gonna say? And your mind just goes blank.
How long does it typically take you to write a bit? Like if you're gonna do a show?
5 minutes before he
Lot
shows
of,
up.
lot
I was
of
like all the way there.
A lot of jokes have been buried, but resurfaced and just re-emphasized.
Oh, okay.
So, like I forgot about some old jokes that I had from the beginning. I'm like, I need to bring those back and just make them better. I tried that last week at a show I did, and I'm like, okay, it was so old. I tried to do it again.
Uh-huh.
It
Didn't catch.
It didn't catch. I thought it was funny.
Right.
So, in the first round of it, nobody laughed, and then I did the bigger punchline, and
We should do an open mic night here. Do a little tiny desk comedy show.
here's the deal about open mics. We have tried some North County spots before, but it's not good for business. It's not good for business because it'll start off good, but then people will just, the jokes are just so bad that people will stop coming. And then people idiots will go online and be like, they had comedy tonight, it was horrible, this place sucks. I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with the brewery or the restaurant. It's the comedians that sucked, not the beer.
So you guys closed down the brewery in Escondido? This is all your fault.
So it's open mic belongs at clubs, you know. So if you have a club, you have this sort of, that's where you go to do open mics. But these little places that are trying to do open mic, you got everybody coming from everywhere, just telling really, really bad jokes. They're reading notes.
Oh no!
And people are sitting there for 2 hours going, come on, somebody's got to be funny. You might get one funny comedian every 5, you know, but then that's the other thing, 30 people sign up.
Right.
So now the managers and the staff are like, we want to go, come on, we got to hear this shit every week. So that's what I mean by bad for business. I mean, we'll bring the publicity, and then they'll say, okay, comics, if you're going to do time on our mic, and come to our building, buy something. And they'll buy a water, or they'll buy a soda, or they'll just tip the guy $1 or something. They won't spend anything. And a lot of comics are sober, you know. They've been through life and back, and they're on their mends of being sober. They don't want to be around alcohol, or they don't want to drink beer.
Right.
Some of them are ex-drug addicts, and they're just like, oh, I can't be around that scene, or they'll do their show and they'll do their 5 minutes and leave, you know. They don't want to stick around, so you got to respect that, you know.
Sure.
Comedy is a whole nother arena of entertainment that I never really saw existed till I'm involved in it, and I made a lot of really great friends, and some people I never want to see again.
So guys, you're listening to In the Loop North County, sponsored by Centric Auto Repair in San Marcos. They do everything from simple oil changes to major repairs. If you guys need anything, give them a call, 760-744-9664. So Chris, next quick subject I want to talk about is you're starting a new thing with consulting, network consulting or something like that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's just everything that I used to do with running the networking organizations. I'm now going to be coaching people on how to start their own networking organization, how they can make money at it. And it's from everything from starting the name to getting a URL to building the foundation, how to get leaders into your group to run these groups for you. And that's the whole key secret, is it's all about that leadership and getting members to duplicate these systems for you, these chapters for you.
And I think the key word that I heard that you said is getting income, making money off it. And I'm assuming make money so you can run it correctly.
It's profitable, yeah. It's a nice side residual. You can make a decent residual income on part-time work, you know. I made a full salary working 20 hours a week, you know, doing it, and made money while I sleep. It was really nice.
Nice.
And I'm going to do it again.
While other people ran it. So do you guys, have you started this officially? Is this a plan? Do you have a website? Or
launching 30 to 60 days.
Okay.
Right now it's ready. I mean, we're building a lot of affiliates right now. Asking people to sign up if they want to help us get the word out there. We pay them a nice commission. But it's called Your 5-Star Network.com.
Your 5-Star Network.
Yeah.
So the goal is someone to start, whoever wants to start their own networking group, this is their plan, their template.
Yeah, this is their marketing plan. This is going to be their business. They can call it whatever they want. We're going to have live Zoom calls once a month. We're going to have past leaders of other groups that have did it. Here's what they did. Here's some of the challenges they may have faced, how they overcame it. But biggest successes, you know, it's going to be all about success. And I'm not going to sit there and try to talk somebody into networking. It's for that ambitious business owner that says, hey, I know I need this. I have a hard time getting into other groups. I don't want to pay $1,800 to a corporation. I'd rather get paid. So it's going to take that person who's ambitious and ready to go and do this. I'm not going to sit here and spend 6 months telling you, you should do this. You need networking. It's the best thing for your life. I'm not going to do that. It's let's do it or don't. You know, 5 stars or 1 star.
In your background, I mean, you did this in the past. You had created your own group. You did, we spoke about this earlier for people who are just tuning in, is you went from 1 to 20.
Yes.
With 20 groups, and you did that within 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, and your goal is to teach people to do it within how long?
Less. I mean, if somebody's aggressive like I was, they can do it in less than 90 days. They can get all these foundations built in 90 days or less. I'm imagining it's going to take about 6 months for somebody to really start seeing some good profits. But after that, it's turnkey. You know, you just duplicate your system, you start another chapter. It's like having a franchise. You start with one store, the business owner says, hey, I'm only making $3,000, I want to duplicate this. So they go out and make $6,000, $9,000, $12,000, you know, by opening more stores.
And this is nationwide, so somebody who wants to do it in Florida, because you're planning to do this all online. Internet, YouTube, using all those tools. You know, people will have access if they're in Florida.
They can set their own membership pricing of according to their industry or economy or whatever is happening in their zip code.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so that's the new thing I'm doing. I'm pretty excited about it. I got a business partner, I have an attorney on board, so we're taking this next level.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So the Star, what was the name of it again?
Is there a
Facebook yet for it?
Not yet. It's still new. It's still launching. But the website right now is Your 5-Star Network.
Okay, I'm gonna create a Your Star Facebook and sell it to you. I'm gonna steal it.
All right.
But yeah, that's nice, guys. So if you keep an eye out for this. So if you're into networking in town and want to start your own thing, look up Chris Williams on Facebook, and you know he's going to be launching this pretty soon. It's a really good idea, because you're right. You know, you want to go into networking groups, and you know sometimes it's just not the right fit, or they already have somebody in your industry there, and you're not allowed in. There's a lot of stuff going on. Why not make your own, where you can have what you want, what type of businesses you want. Maybe you want all new starter businesses, and people that just been into it, they're in business for 6 months. Maybe you want somebody that are seasoned, you know, that everybody's in here who has 20-year-old businesses and more, you know, and you can start your own networking. So that's a really good idea. Can't wait for you to launch this and see how it works out.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We got some people lined up, and they're going to take the course for us. And I'm going to help father and daughter real estate team. They're going to take the course. Once it's ready, they're going to start their own chapter together, and it's going to be great. I'm excited. And it's all about helping people make more money and leverage more time in life, you know, because life is too short. I spent the last, 30 years getting to where I thought I was going to be, but I'm on plan B now, you know, living the dream, plan B. But now it's all about, for me, it's just traveling and leveraging my time again, you know, and I know how to do that. And I want other people to have that same experience.
Nice.
It's free time, and sometimes it takes money to enjoy free time. Free time's expensive.
Yeah. True. So anything you would like our listeners to know about you that we didn't ask?
No, just relationships is key to every business. Building that trusted foundation with other people and finding those right referral partners, and taking care of your clients. You know, having customer appreciation days is a nice thing. Having a quarterly mixer or a holiday party for your customers, and some people are like, why are you doing this for me? And other people are going to bring people with them that just like them that you're going to want to work with. So that's one thing I've learned, and to this day, I have solid friendships and personal that have been there since day one for me, and we've helped each other out and just got back on track. And that's what's key to me. It's not always doing business together, but they're there emotionally support. I've opened my door to some friends in the past and just stayed on my couch, you know, because we had that relationship and I trusted them. They needed to get on their feet again. Hey, I had a door open for them, you know. So, and people have done that for me.
Nice.
Today I was flat broke and didn't know what to do, and some friend said, hey, I got $200 for you, don't worry about it. I'm like, what? It's that love, it's that trust, it's that relationship, you know, and I give it right back to people. So I do believe in the law of reciprocation, and I do believe in the good vibes and putting it out there. The right people will come to you, and you just got to be yourself. Got to be yourself. Don't be a fake accolade. Don't be buying rewards, trying to pretend you're something you're not.
True.
Just be real, and the right people will come to your circles.
Well, that's nice. That's good to hear. You know, letting people from North County, hey, be yourself. Don't be somebody else.
That's right.
So, Chris, thanks a lot for cruising by, hanging out with us. We got to do it again, and just maybe hang out with us and. Just on our regular little subjects, you know, and key in and stuff like that. Maybe you want to hang out with us. So, any guys, thanks, Chris, once again. In the Loop, look him up on Facebook, Chris Williams with a double L. They're all double L's, huh?
That's right.
Thanks a lot,
Thanks
guys.
you, Victor. Appreciate it.
We're sponsored by Centric Auto Repair here in San Marcos. If you guys need anything, let us know. Thank you. Have you seen any of our...
Here, one more